Tumelo Madlala, the state's third witness in the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial, has pointed out accused number 2, Bongani Ntanzi, as one of the intruders in the Khumalo home where Senzo Meyiwa was shot. Madlala says Ntanzi was the one whom Senzo pinned to the wall in the kitchen. Madlala, one of Meyiwa's friends, was among the people who were in the Khumalo home when alleged robbers shot and killed the goalkeeper in 2014 in Vosloorus. Madlala was asked by the state's advocate, George Baloyi, to identify the alleged intruder from the dock. Madlala is testifying for a third day at the High Court in Pretoria. 5 men are on trial at the Pretoria High Court for the murder of the goalkeeper. Well, for more on this, let's cross now to senior reporter Chriselda Lewis, who's been covering this story for us. Chriselda, as we say in our introduction, an explosive account from the witness in the stand today.
Well, that's right, Nompu, and that was the general expectation this morning when we arrived at court, and whether the court was going to allow for Madlala to point out this man that he says was present inside the house on the day that Senzo Meyiwa was killed. Indeed, much earlier on this morning, you saw that Madlala pointing out accused number 2, Bongani Ntanzi, who, by the way, is going to apply for bail next week, Thursday. That's been confirmed by his legal representative, and Madlala basically says it was Ntanzi who was inside the house, who was pinned against the wall by Senzo Meyiwa, and judging from what he has told this court already, recall that he had said that the first intruder had entered the house carrying a gun and demanding money and cell phones, and then he says at some point when they stood up from the couch after Longwe Twala had pushed the first intruder, when he ran towards the kitchen door, that's where he saw Senzo Meyiwa pinning the second intruder against the wall. And essentially what he says now, that person is this accused number 2 in this matter, in this trial, Bongani Ntanzi. So quite explosive testimony from Madlala, and put to him about the identity parade that he had participated in, when he had said or told this court that he couldn't identify anyone from there. The description that was given there was different to what he said today. The defense basically, Titi Tobane, who started cross-examination of Madlala on the stand about an hour and a half ago, basically saying how is it that he was able to say that accused number 2 is the person that was inside the house, yet he only participated in an identity parade which did not include any of the accused that are currently in the dock. So that's the direction towards where the cross-examination was going towards. Also explosive, in a cross-examination is Titi Tobane basically accusing Madlala of coming to testify in this court after having been paid. He also accused him of being coached, making reference to also the Netflix documentary, you would recall, that Madlala had participated in, and he basically put it to him, saying that he was paid to participate in that documentary. Madlala says he doesn't deny that. The reason why he was paid was because he told Netflix that they were asking for his time, and also that they also asked him for photographs of himself and Senzo Meyiwa, or whatever photographs with Meyiwa he had on his phone. He says they didn't ask for footballs or photographs of football photographs, if I may, but basically the ones that were on his phone. So he says he doesn't deny. Also, what Titi Tobane put to him is that he said that Zandi Khumalo, who is the sister to Kelly Khumalo, had been staying with the Kelly Khumalo and Senzo at the house. He says he doesn't know that because at the time that he had visited the couple, he had slept in the other bedroom. He describes this a place where Senzo and Kelly had stayed as a 2-bedroom place, and says that he doesn't know whether Zandi Khumalo had stayed there. And then another bombshell. He says that there will be a witness. This is Titi Tobane, the representative for accused 1 to 4. He says that there's a witness that will come and testify that Senzo Meyiwa had sexual relations with Zandi Khumalo, who is the sister to Kelly Khumalo. And he says he cannot confirm or deny this. That's the witness saying that. But he says that Senzo Meyiwa loved women. So certainly, a lot being put to this witness about the relationship between Kelly Khumalo, her sister, Senzo Meyiwa, and basically what the relationship was between the three. So that's where we are at this particular point. But explosive information certainly coming across in cross-examination, as well as that evidence in chief by Madlala.
All right, Chriselda, thank you very much for that update. Chriselda Lewis at the Pretoria High Court.